Hello.
Hi. Oh my God.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
Okay, not too
Uh,
good.
oh, well, what do you want to ask me about, Mama?
Well, my boyfriend just died 2 weeks ago, and
Okay, don't tell me anymore. Let me see if I can get him on here. Okay. Um, he's pointing to himself. Usually, whenever they point to themselves, that usually means that they blame themselves for their own passing, or they put themselves in harm's way. So, do you know if he caused his own passing?
he got into an argument with a security guard, and he got in a fight, and the security guard lost and shot him in the back.
Yeah. So he's blaming himself for the situation. He also says that he was just being. He says, "You're right. I should have worked on my temper. I should have worked on my temper." Because she says, "You told him. You said one of these days you're going to get yourself in trouble. You better work on your temper." He says, "You're right. You're right." So he says, "I'm going to give you that just because." He says he doesn't like seeing you cry. He also says you always cry for everything just to get him to do what you want him to do. So he's almost saying, he's like, you're just trying to get me on board. You're trying to get me to talk to you. That's what you're crying. So he's acknowledging that. He also says you might have an experience with an owl or a fluffy bird like that. So look out for owls or fluffy birds like that. And you might find random, like a pile of feathers in your front door, because he's acknowledging that this is a way he's going to try to communicate with you or come across to you. Oh, is he? Let me let you unfreeze real quickly. Hold on. Oh. See if you come back. See if it. All right, Mom. I'm gonna try you. I'm gonna hang up on you, and then I'm gonna try to connect back to you. Oh, she hung up on me. Okay, let me try to come back. Her phone might have gone off. That's probably what happened. Let me try you again. I'm gonna see if I can find your thing here, because there you are. Let me try you again.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. I was like, oh my God. It's like he was really wanting to talk. Okay, so he's acknowledging. Okay, got it. You might find feathers in like your front door. That's going to be also from him as well. So just FYI with that also.
I found a feather on my door, on my car door today.
Perfect. That's his sign to you. So he's letting you know about that. He also says he's sorry about the ring and the the 2 times or the 2 rings. You know, he tried to give you a ring twice, or he gave you 1 ring and then something happened and he gave you another one, or he tried to give you a second one?
I bought him a ring, and I asked him about it the day before he passed.
Okay. So he's apologizing about the ring. So I don't know what that means, because he said, I'm sorry about the ring. So I'm assuming you'll know what that means, because he said, I'm sorry about the ring. So he's making reference to that.
Yes, I bought him a ring, and I asked his daughter about it, if I could get it back to remember him by, and nobody knows where it's at. But he had told me before he passed that he left it where he was living, and when he was buried in a jersey I bought him.
Got it. So he's apologizing about the ring, so he's letting you know about that. He also keeps acknowledging, thank you. Do you have 2 hats or caps that belong to him?
No, his kids do.
Okay, he showed me 2 caps or hats that he's wanting to make reference to. There might even, no. There's a picture of both of you wearing caps, and you're like somewhere. And he's talking about the picture with you 2 and the caps on.
It might be like winter caps, because I saw a picture of both of us with like winter hats on, like, you know.
Okay, because he's showing me a picture with you 2 both wearing hats or caps. So this is a significant or lovely picture is how he's putting it. He's laughing. He's like, I would never say lovely. I'm like, okay, well, he's like a smart ass. He's like a.
He is funny.
Yeah, he's a pain ass. I'm smelling smoke. Was he a smoker?
Was he what?
I'm smelling smoke. Was he a smoker?
He was a smoker.
Okay, so he's making that smell. Sometimes when he comes around, you're going to smell that smoke as well. So he's acknowledging that as well. He also keeps acknowledging, thank you. He's apologizing also about the borrowed money. Did you loan him some money?
No, he was lending. He was helping me with money, and I'm like doing bad financially.
Okay, he's apologizing about the borrowing of the money or the loaning of the money. And now, if you're struggling or you're having to keep up, he's probably apologizing that now he can't help you or now he can't do that. He says that, okay, he doesn't want you to have it out or to get involved with issues with an ex. So make sure you avoid the situation, because the next might try to pop back in or try to say some stuff, and she's like, he doesn't want you getting involved. So he's making reference to that as well. He's also talking about 3 tattoos, but one of them might not be done yet. Do you know if there are 3 tattoos connected to him, or if someone is planning on getting a tattoo and then there's 2 others that are connected?
We had matching tattoos, me and him.
Okay, so that's the 2 tattoos. And then are you planning on getting another one because of him after this?
I am planning on it. Yeah.
Perfect. So he's acknowledging the 2 tattoos that already exist and then the one that's going to be done. So he's acknowledging that as well. He also keeps acknowledging, thank you. Just give me a J. Is there a Joe or JR?
No, I don't know.
Joey, Joseph,
My brother,
Jojo.
my brother, Jojo. That's my brother.
Okay, he says to say hello to Jojo. Do you know if Jojo said he had a dream about him or he thought he heard something?
Not yet. He's in prison, so.
Okay, he says to tell your brother. First of all, he says to tell your brother hi. He also says to tell him that he came to visit him or came to show up there to see him, and he might have had an experience. So the next time you talk to him, to ask him about that as well, because he's making reference to that. He also says he wants to take this moment because he says he may not get this opportunity again. He wants to apologize to you because he says that he should have been better to you. And he says that he screwed up a lot and that you still put up with his bullshit. So he wants to say thank you for that. He also says he feels like you're the only person that still put up with his bullshit and never stopped loving him. And he says he appreciates the amount of love that you had for him. But he also says he told you before that he felt you deserve better. He says now you're going to get a chance to have another experience. He says when you're ready, it's okay. But he says, I love you, but he says he couldn't be the man that you wanted him to be. He says he wasn't there yet, and he didn't know if he was going to become that person. He also says he's sorry that he wasn't always honest about everything. He just didn't want to upset you or hurt you. And so he didn't want to make things worse. He also says he didn't want to lose you, and he had a big fear of that. He actually, did he have a problem being, was he like the jealous type where he would get real jealous or he didn't like you around?
He would always go through my phone. Yeah, we were always.
He's like a bit of an obsessed. Yeah, he's apologizing because he says he didn't think he was good enough for you. He also thought that one day you were going to figure out that he was like an imposter and you were going to just leave him. And that's why he would get like controlling because he didn't want you to leave. And so he says he's sorry if he ever was like that with you, but he says you deserve better. And he is sorry that he could not be the man you wanted him to be before he was gone. But he says, this is why we get second chances. This is why we get other chances. He also says that if you have like stuffed animals or stuff that start to move or show up in different spots that they were put in, that's him as well. So just to be aware of that, okay?
Weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's like, you know, when you watch those like haunted shows and you got the freaking monitos in the middle of the room, you're like, what the hell is that? Yeah. I don't think he's gonna go that far, but if like you have your like a stuffed animal on a cabinet drawer or whatever and it ends up on your bed, that's from him, just so you know.
I don't know if it's stuffed animal, but I did a necklace that he bought me. I put it over the sink, and when I got home a few minutes ago, it was on the bottom of the sink. So I don't know if that was.
No, this is like a little stuffed animal or a little monito type thing. Okay. All right, Mama. You take care of yourself. He's okay, sweetheart, but you're still here.
Is he with his mom? His mom passed away when he was.
I'm gonna say yes because a few moments ago, and I didn't mention it. He had mentioned say hi to mom for me. I thought he was saying say hi to mom, and I thought he was talking about your mom. And then it passed too fast, so I didn't catch it. But maybe that's what he was going with that. But I'm asking him now again. He's giving me a thumbs up, so he says yes. He says yes.
Awesome.
So, yeah, he also says he got a chance to apologize to her, so he's happy about that.
Awesome.
Okay? All right, Mama.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
It means so much to me.
You take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mama. Bye-bye.